Hey guys, Ashley here from the Coop. I've been getting a lot of requests because people want to see how I make my products. So today I figured I'd show you how I make these bushel and a peck foaming whipped soaps. It's based off of this cold process bar that I made a little while ago. And I use this using a base that I made with our milk from our dairy cows and natural surfactants. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. Alright, so the fragrance that we are doing today is called Bushel and a Peck. It is based off of this cold process bar. I was actually going to be throwing it out. I was so ashamed of it. I didn't like the way it looked. It was very plain considering what I normally do. But the smell of it was just so good. I decided that, you know what, let me just try something new, and I'm going to make a whipped soap base instead. So I already made the whipped soap base itself. There's 500 grams in here right now. I made this about a month ago, so it's set really nicely. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to start whipping it up for a couple minutes. So I just whipped it up enough to kind of loosen up the sides, get the chunks out, and kind of make it one consistent texture. And you definitely do not want to over whip this because it will collapse, and that is extremely disappointing. Also keep in mind the temperature of the environment you're in. That will also mess with it. So right now it's probably about 75 degrees inside. It's gonna just start getting hotter and really humid today. So that's why I decided to do it first thing this morning. So now I'm gonna start adding in some of my carrier oils. I've got avocado oil, shea butter, and coconut oil in here, as well as a little bit extra preservative just because I am using cow's milk in here. So I'm going to put this on lowest speed and just start pouring it in. So it's a lot of stopping and restarting because you want to make sure you get all those sides down. I don't have one of those really fancy mixers. This I just got off Amazon Prime with my rewards points. I think it was like $50. Okay, so now I'm going to start adding my colorant. This is Raspberry Mica from Brambleberry. I'm just going to add a little bit at a time. I also like to use Kaolin clay. It feels really good on the skin. I put it in all my cold process bars. I actually just started doing that. It makes a really nice silky lather. And I'm going to start slowly adding in my fragrance oil. This is a combination that I made of, I think it's like 3 different fragrances. It's a really citrusy, kind of floral, summery scent. So while this is whipping on medium-high speed, I'm going to start slowly adding in the fragrance oil. We are almost at the point where I would be ready to start piping. Almost there, not quite. We want this to be double the size that it was when it started. So we're almost there. But at the same time, don't let it collapse. You just want it to be strong enough to hold the whip. I am so messy at this. If you're one of those people that really likes to watch clean, neat things happening, I am not your girl. Okay, I think that's about ready to start piping. Now sometimes I add extra exfoliants like poppy seeds, coffee grounds, sugar, that kind of thing. But the cold process bar that I'm basing it off of doesn't have any exfoliants in it. So I'm just gonna kind of keep it plain and basic, just like the soap. Okay, so now I'm gonna start piping the whipped soap into the mason jar. I'm using a Wilton 1M frosting tip. It looks used, that's because it already is. I already did one jar just to make sure I'll like the way it came out. So I'm going to start by putting a little dollop in. I'm going to try not to get in the way of the camera view, but this is my first time, so bear with me. And I'm going to start just going around in a circle in the mason jar. I just love the way that the frilly of this frosting tip looks. That's why I choose this one. I do have some where I just use a plain round one, but I think this just makes it look a lot more eye-catching and it fits the fragrance a lot better. Those that are like coffee or chocolate, I'll just use like the circle one because it's more of a masculine or unisex, that kind of thing. So on the cold process bar, I don't know if you can see it, it's got glitter on the top. So I'm going to do the same thing for this one. It's biodegradable. I got it from Crafter's Choice. I always like to add a little extra something. And then I always put a little cold process in bit as well, just as a little thank you to the customer, whoever's buying it. Alright. And there we go. That's a finished product. Alright, here is the final product. As you can see, it's got some glitter on top. It's got that little cold process soap on top as well. The frilliness along the sides too kind of matches the fragrance. Yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.